Hello everybody, let me get relaxed here and welcome to another great episode of Hillbilly Select Reviews. Today we're going to do a beer review, and as you know, I have an extensive background in beers, wines, and liquors, and I do all those reviews on this channel as well as coffee and tea, but today is going to be a beer, and it is going to be Wells Sticky Toffee Pudding Ale. Alright, Sticky Toffee Pudding Ale. I did the Wells Banana Beer. This full of rich, sticky toffiness. Based on the Great British Pudding, 5% ABV. Sticky Toffee Pudding Ale with natural flavors and caramel color added. Kudos for them for telling you that. Most people try and hide it. It is made in England. Let me talk about this for 1 second. I generally, when I do wines, for example, made from non-traditional, fruit wines, for example, made from things other than grapes, I don't like when anything's added. In other words, if I do a banana one, which I have done a banana wine, I want it made from fermented bananas, and that's it. And when you make it from the yeast and the bananas and the water, then I appreciate that. I don't like when color is added. I don't like when artificial flavors. I can get a glass of water and put enough banana flavor in it and call it banana anything. I don't like that. But when you make it from the actual fruit, and I've done star fruit, coconut, banana, I can't even think all the different wines that I've done, all the different delicious flavors I've done. Blueberry, blackberry, strawberry, orange, and when they're made from the fruit, then that's a quality that I enjoy and I can get into. This is I think it's a brown ale originally, and they're adding caramel color and they're adding natural flavor, but they're adding it after they made the beer. So here's what this is, in my opinion. This is a novelty beer. A fun beer, hopefully. It's tasty, hopefully. And that's what it is. You bring it to someone's house who never had it, and it's cool for them to try it, or if people come over, you go somewhere, I always say this, and you bring this beer, and everybody's excited to try it, right? They've never had it, so they're like, oh, cool, and it's fun that way. It's fun to try. I'm excited to try it. And I think that's what this beer is for. And we'll see how good it is. Let's get into it, and then we can come back to what it is for. It might be for the sink, right? It might be for the toilet. I don't know. So here it is. We will open her up. Sometimes I like to try and save these caps and not tear them up too much. Here we go. Yeah. The concept sounds good. Now you can sell a beer if you put Sticky Toffee Pudding Ale and you do it in the writing like this is. But can you sell it twice to the same person? So here it is. Brown. Well, I got a window right here. Yep. Kind of a reddish brown with a tan head. And there it is. It's got a nice smell. All right. For what it smells like toffee and caramel and beer. Oh, and let me see this before I taste it. Whenever I have fruit beers or sweet beers or beers like this, I like it to be kind of hoppy because like fruit beer, I don't like really hopped up beer, and I don't like fruit beer, but when you take a fruit beer and you really hop it up, I tend to enjoy it, and I think the hops and the bitterness cuts through the sweetness of the fruit, and it balances it. So I'm hoping this has some kind of hoppy aftertaste, or a lot of hops in here, because I'm assuming this is going to be sweet. They've nailed the toffee smell. It smells like when you get out of a box of chocolate. And you get a particular one with toffee, and you smell it with the chocolate and the toffee, and or maybe even over that whole box of delicious chocolates, and that's what it smells like. So it smells good, you know, for what it is. Okay, you notice what it says, so it smells good so far. Initial sweetness, caramel, chocolate, toffee, a little bit artificial tasting, sweet with a nice, it does have a nice bitter, hoppy end to it. It's a novelty beer. It does have that sweet upfront flavor. It does have that little kick in the back end, which could turn off people who don't necessarily like beer and are looking for something that isn't beer. This is just something different, just something to have fun with. It's not terrible. I wouldn't spit it out. It's fun. It's what it says it is. I could see having this at a party. Maybe for a dessert. Although it's not real thick. You know, I thought this would be sticky toffee pudding ale, like a real thick beer. It's not. It's watery, normal watery, like a light beer. It's not thick or heavy in the mouth like milk or anything. It's like water. I'm going to tell you what this would be good. Think about this. This would make a good beer float. With vanilla caramel ice cream or vanilla ice cream by itself, this would be really good. And that might be a heck of a use for this. So, that is my review. It smells and tastes as advertised. It is beer in there, and there are hops, and there's bitter on the end, which I think balances it. But if you're looking for just something that tastes like a dessert, this does at first, and it smells just like a dessert, but it is a beer, and it does have the bitter hoppiness in it. I think it is good for what it is. It's a novelty beer. I think it would make a good float. I think it would make a good dessert. I think it would make a good conversation piece. I think it would be good and fun to try, and for people who've never tried it. And that is exactly what I think of that. 11.2 ounces of happiness. From Hillbilly Select Reviews, everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. I've done the banana one if you want to find it on my channel. All right. And everybody have a wonderful Friday. I'm going to. All right? Thank you.